Hiya, I'm Rob. I'm head chef here at the Cottage in the Wood. I'm 28 years old. Been cooking since I was 14 years old. Started off at my local village pub. From then went to work for Jamie Oliver's mum and dad at their pub for a few years. Great time there, learning some really core skills. Then spent a little bit of time working down south, and then moved up to the Midlands about 10 years ago, where I've kind of been around some really lovely places. Ended up in Solihull working for Rob Palmer at Hampton Manor. Really fantastic place. I was there for a good few years. Again, we retained a star there, which was fantastic. Then I found myself here, my first head chef role. It was really nice for me to kind of, move into my own thing. I spent, a good few years cooking for other people, doing their stuff. And this is kind of the perfect opportunity for me to build an identity and, kind of put what I do on a plate for me instead of doing it for someone else, which I think is really exciting. I've been really lucky to work alongside and do some events with some great chefs, the likes of Michel Roux. We did something with Tom Kerridge. We did an event for the Michelin Guide, a charity event with it was us against the Ritz, which was one of the best things we've ever done. So I've been really lucky to work alongside some fantastic chefs in the industry. At special events and stuff, really cool. So, Cottage in the Woods, we are a 32-bedroom hotel. We are up on the Malvern Hills, so we've got fantastic views, looking out for miles. We're really lucky. The restaurant's situated with amazing big windows, looking straight over the view. Loads of light, loads of great produce around us. Just a great location, really, in the middle of the country. Great, yeah. So my philosophy of food is using great produce. If I can't source locally, which I really do try and I'm really keen on, I then look at quality and find the best I possibly can. The best ingredients aren't always on your doorstep. If they are, fantastic, and I really like to champion them. It's then just cooking with respect. The ingredients, you're buying really nice ingredients or you forage nice ingredients, so why wouldn't you just let them do the talking and not mess around with them too much, really? And then it's just about having a great core knowledge of the basic sauces and stocks and stuff to really enhance that product. You're using an amazing product. Why try and do too much with it? It's really my philosophy. It's just nice and simple and simple. The menu's changing all the time. We don't change the menu on a day as such. Ingredients come and go. We pick a lot of stuff up off the hill and wild garlic, etc. If it's not there, if it's not great, I can just take it off. So we just roll with the seasons, really, and let them kind of plan the menu. This week we've got asparagus, we've got Jersey Royals. That's going straight on the menu, and it kind of writes itself, really. Yeah. So I've got 3 dishes today that we're going to do. First one is a chicken liver parfait. It's one of my favourite things. I really like taking a humble ingredient like a liver and turn it into something really cool. It's also one of my favourite things to eat, so why not put it on the menu? It's that's the kind of way I think. It's kind of classic. We've got we've got onions on there. We've also got hazelnuts, and we also do a hazelnut praline on there, which is quite interesting. It's got quite a lot of sweetness, but I think it works really well with roasted hazelnuts, and it rounds the dish off nicely. We serve that with some nice toasted brioche that we make here ourselves, which we put the chicken fat through. So we make a chicken fat butter and then turn that into brioche, which is quite interesting and more savoury than just the traditional sweet brioche. It's a really interesting dish, and again, it's one of my favourite things to eat, so why not put it on the menu? Yeah. The next dish we've got is a lamb dish, and it's kind of celebrating all things seasonal at the moment. So we've got 2 types of lamb on there. We've got a nice piece of shoulder, which is really slow braised and sticky and really rich and delicious. We've got a nice piece of rump, so you've kind of a bit more luxury on there as well. It's served with a kind of a green sauce, like a salsa verde, made with wild garlic, which we pick from the hill, literally just over there. And then just some charred broccoli, some asparagus, so just really seasonal. And then it's a split with a lamb sauce. We've got the classics on there. We've got the classic lamb sauce. We've got the classic cooking technique. Just try to elevate it slightly and bring it into the spring and make it really light and spring-like. Yeah. Textures, so we've got a few bits and bobs on there for texture. We serve some crispy potato with the mash to kind of give you 2 types of potato on there. We've got the really nice slow cooked piece of meat, which is really soft and tender. Then the lamb rump, which has got a slight more slight more bite to it. You know, how I think how meat should be, not too soft. It's what it is. It's really tasty. And textures on there, other textures I like to use a lot of acidity and pickles and stuff on the dish. So we've got like a bit of a salad with some cooked asparagus, some raw asparagus. So it really gives a bit of texture and just celebrates the ingredient. You know, it's not just one way of doing it. We've got lots of ways, and it's just champion the really cool ingredients. Yeah. So the balance of the dish is we've got some sheep's curd, which brings a really nice natural acidity, which also gives a nice mouthfeel. We've got quite a lot of richness on the dish. We've got a rich mashed potato that's made with lamb fat. We've got the rich shoulder that's slow braised and really sticky. So to kind of set that off, I've got a vinegar gel which we make a mint vinegar. We turn that into a gel, and we just put a tiny amount of that throughout the dish, and it kind of just brings little pops and brings it to life as it's eaten. So yeah, we've got hopefully a nice balance on there. So we use Herdwick lamb. It's a fantastic product. We have it aged in a salt chamber for us for, depending on the cut, a few days to a week. Just pulls out some of the moisture in the meat and gives it a real depth of flavour. So yeah, we're using a fantastic product, and we're using some amazing vegetable garnishes, and we just treat it with respect and nice and simple, really. Yeah. Yeah. So all the fat for the mashed potato is all the fat we render off the lamb rumps when they're cooking. We save it all up, then that goes into the mash the next day. I'm a true believer that we shouldn't really waste anything. You know, I could pay to put butter in it when actually I've got this amazing lamb fat that's tasty. It's incredible. So why not put it in? I really think that fat is flavour as well. So I love cooking with fat and using fat in other ways in the dishes. So yeah, I couldn't bear to possibly throw that away. So it goes straight into the mash, and it's absolutely delicious. The same with the parfait on the starter. We use the chicken skin fat when we render it down. All that we put with butter, and we put that for our brioche. So it's really just about trying not to waste as much as we can, you know, and just, yeah, we've got these great products. Let's use it all, really. Dessert. So we've got on at the moment chocolate, peanut, and caramel and vanilla ice cream. Really, really simple, but just flavours that I like. I love peanut and chocolate together. With some salted caramel, really nice rich ice cream. Again, we balance that off. I've got a little vinegar that I put on there as well, just to kind of to cut through the dish. You know, chocolates can be rich, and it's meant to be, so I've got no problems with that. But just a few bits of acidity throughout the dish, kind of on each spoon, really helps the eating of it, and allows you to eat it all, really. Yeah. So we use for this dish, I've got 70% chocolate, which we make into like a set custard. We then have a milk chocolate aero on there as well. So it's kind of using a few different types of chocolate. One's a lot more bitter, one's a lot more sweeter. Yeah, just to kind of keep the dish balanced. If you had too much dark on there, for me, I love dark chocolate, but you know, you kind of need a mix, and especially with the peanut, it's kind of nice. It's kind of a bit nostalgic and a bit like a chocolate bar. So inspiration for me. If I had to put my name on something, growing up, I was really into Rick Stein fish. Watch James Martin every week on Saturday Kitchen. I really enjoyed that. Still watch it now, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places, and that's what I really find really cool about cooking. It's never ending, and it's always evolving, always changing. The classics come back and they go again. Yeah, it's really exciting. So that's why I love it.